streaming, but I don't see the camera.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little different.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
There's really nothing to just talk and go through.
Done this the last time it done this.
I'm trying 1.6 million.
Which, I done everything.
Which I saw that.
It's all there. It says it's,
In the audio, it's recording.
yeah, it's recording.
So let's go.
Yeah, we don't have audio.
So audio only tonight. I'd like to welcome everyone to the second preliminary determination hearing, bond hearing. We're not going to start with the pledge. We're going to get right into the meeting. The next item on the agenda for the board to hold a project and preliminary hearing on the proposed project. If you are interested in speaking at the hearing, please make sure you have signed in on the sign-in sheet and should include your name and address. After a presentation by the administration and its advisors, there will be an opportunity for the public to take comments about the project. At the hearing, we will ask each person to limit their comments to 3 minutes and that the topic be limited to the proposed project under consideration. The notice of this preliminary determination hearing was published legally, as legally required. The first preliminary determination hearing was held on April 8, 2026. At this time, I will ask Mr. Black to explain the purpose of this hearing.
Yep, pursuant to Indiana Code, any school corporation spends more than $1 million on building repairs, they must hold 2 project hearings. This is the second of such. So the public hearings and consideration of the resolutions this evening are the very beginning of the legal process, and these resolutions establish the maximum financial terms for proposed. So again, we're going to talk about resolutions shortly, and that sets the maximum that the board is comfortable spending at this point.
We will now hear from Mr. Black about the process of determining and communicating the project to the community and the need for the project.
Yep, so it's been a probably 9-month discussion, just 18 months since I've been here, of items and things that have come up on the list that we want to address. A lot of conversations internally with the board trying to prioritize, and we still are doing that as we make sure that we are good stewards of the funds. But historically, it's been a lot of conversations, building walkthroughs and those type of things to get to where we are today.
Secondly, we will now hear from Mr. Black about the proposed project, how it will be financed, as well as information about the effect on the typical property taxpayer.
Yep, so I would encourage anybody that has questions, go back to the first preliminary meeting. Steeple did a really nice job providing an explanation. I think the biggest thing to continue to share is that this is going to be a tax neutral project, meaning that we do not plan to elevate taxes, the tax levy rate that is set currently at 2026. And I know that people are getting their tax bills and the assessed valuations went up, so people's taxes went up, but that's not necessarily because our rate has impacted it. So
We will now open the public hearing. Remember, if you would like to speak, please sign in on the sheet, which is located by the front door. As I mentioned earlier, we will ask you to state your name and address, limit your comments to the proposed project and financing. Keep any comments under 3 minutes and avoid being repetitive if possible. May I have the sign-in sheet now, and I will be calling the names of those who are interested in speaking.
nobody present.
We don't have anyone present. I'm not going to ask if anyone else would like to speak because we don't have that. Thank you for all who participated in the hearing. We appreciate your time and interest in the project and the future of our community. Please note that this is just the first step in the legal process. The board will continue to work with administration and its professionals to look for effective efficiencies to conserve tax dollars while meeting our educational needs. So we'll go to here. Mr. Black, could you please summarize the project resolution?
Yep, first resolution is required when schools planning to spend more than $1 million. It contains the estimated hard and soft construction costs and cost of issuance. It also contains the estimated tax impact. So I ask that the board approve the project resolution.
Could I now have a motion and a second to adopt the project resolution?
A motion.
Motion, Mr. Bob Cook.
Second.
Second, Mr. Kevin Niemeyer. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. Mr. Black, could you please summarize the preliminary determination resolution?
This resolution is required when the school is planning to finance more than a certain amount for a given facility. It contains the total project cost, maximum annual payment and lease term, and other financial terms such as estimated principal amount and tax impact.
Could I have a motion and a second to adopt the preliminary determination resolution?
Motion.
Mrs. Kara Wolf, second. Mr. Kevin Niemeyer, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. Mr. Black, could you please summarize the reimbursement resolution?
Yep, this resolution allows us to reimburse any expenses that we incur before the funds are available. So if we soft costs of things that we will start getting billed for as we work on design, if we pay for it out of rainy day and or our operations fund, we can reimburse those costs out of the bond project funds.
Perfect. Could I have a motion and a second to adopt the reimbursement resolution?
So,
Bob Cook, first, and second, Mr. Kevin Niemeyer, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. I believe we are now going to be adjourned, so I guess I'll take a motion for that.
Motion.
Bob Cook,
Second.
second, Karen Wolf, all in favor?
aye.
Adjourned at 6:37.
You got Kim. You got that, Kim.
There's that. Put that back.